All right, so the greenhouse cover is off the pond, April 7th, 2026. And here's what the pond looks like. Yeah, that algae's been growing and it looks terrible. But just standing here for a few seconds, I can see wildlife already moving around. There's a crayfish right there. I saw another one earlier when I first pulled it off about 20 minutes ago. That guy's just moving all around in there. I saw the goldfish in here. They're looking plump. I don't know if they're eating on the algae or what, because nothing in here has really been fed the whole year, or I should say the whole winter. There's another crayfish I see right over there, right there, right there. Anyway, so that's what the pond looks like right now. Waterfall's not on. It's not even in. I should say the pump is in there. It's in the 2,300 gallon per hour pump is in the water still over winter, but I got to kind of clean it off. I can see it down there. It's pretty gross looking. And then I got to put the filter in, the big canister filter, which is going to go right there where it was last year. Just pull that bucket out and throw it in there and then hook up the lines and it should be ready to rock. So there's a sunfish right there too. Let's zoom out on that. Right there. It's sunny. So they're all in here. I got to clear this algae out of here as much as I can at least, and then get the pump going and cross my fingers that winter's behind us. So I will update this video when I get that done. Little update on the pond. I've been working on getting the algae out, kind of straightening up the sides, getting everything put back, and pulled this thing out, and this thing is just absolutely disgusting. But underneath here, I just popped this off, and this is why I wanted to start a video again. There's literally a crayfish living in here because this loosened up and they worked their way in. So this little guy worked his way in here, and there he is. He jumped out. So he was sitting right inside there. Put him down there. He was literally, I popped the top on this thing, and he was just sitting right in the middle. So this thing is just absolutely disgusting. So I got to clean this all up and then put in the big canister. But this thing is just, and the crazy thing is that this is just over the winter and then mainly just this spring. So this first pad is just absolutely horrendous. And then the pad underneath here. And then I didn't even put the fine pad in there. I left the fine pad out all winter, thinking I'd get to the spring okay. And no, this thing is just filled with filth. So I got to keep cleaning, but that is an update for now. So I got the canister filter going. The pump's going, the waterfall is going. That's cleaned out, the in-pond, that's all cleaned out. So this is what it looks like now. And I'm hoping with those two running, and as long as the UV light on that one is still going, that one I doubt is still going. There's a UV on that too, but it's like 2 years old, so I doubt it's still working. This one, however, I'm hoping that one's still going since it just ran for 1 year last summer. So we will just see how the pond looks, and I'll do an update on it when I get that done. So it's coming around though. Still chilly, 37, 38 degrees out, but it's going to be like 65, even 70 degrees by the weekend. So we'll see how the pond does. That's it for now. All right, so last update of the day. Everything's all cleaned up. Hoping that the algae kind of dies off and gets filtered through with both the filters going right now. But everything's back to how it should be. Waterfall's going nicely. Had to fix a very small leak on the canister filter. Just had to untighten it and tighten back it up. It was good. So everything's going well. Put out the little decorations. And just hoping the pond kind of comes around sooner than later. I know it will. It just early spring. That's just the way it is. But it'll be quite a while before the turtles go in here. It's just way too cold. I didn't even check the temperature, but it's cold. But I did see a couple frogs in there. So there are frogs in there. Frogs, crayfish, goldfish, sunfish, pumpkin seeds, and some minnows. That's what's in there right now. So that's the update for now. I will do another update probably after, I don't know, a week or so, just to see what it's looking like with the warm weather coming up. And then that'll be the spring update. And then it'll be the fun stuff. All the plants coming up, the color coming through, and the turtles going out there. So that's it for now. So to wrap up this update, this is the pond 24 hours later. Everything's running awesome, and it's looking way, way clearer in here with both filters running. You can see everything's kind of moving around in there. The goldfish, a bunch of minnows in there. The sunfish and stuff, they hide in these caves. If the turtles were out here, they would not be in those caves though. I just saw a goldfish and then he went back in the cave. But yeah, that's the update for now. Now we just have to have some greenery growing because it is totally barren right now. And I'm hoping that the lilies come back. We'll see. I don't see why they shouldn't, but I have the big lily bag there and the lily bag here, and there's actually a crayfish sitting right in the middle of the lily bag. So I can zoom in. Yep, he's right in there. He's hanging out, getting some sun. So that is the update for now.